and welcome to yet another video filmed by only me. We are recovering from COVID, so we're hoping for a little bit of comfort food. I'm so pleased that I'm in the area that I'm in because I have managed to get an antibody infusion as an immunosuppressed person. So, I'm well on my way out of the problems, but back to food. Spicy sausage pasta is what I'm going for today, and all of those who know me know that I eat it loads. Okay, so olive oil is what you will need to pour into your pan for the sauce. A little bit, obviously. Chorizo sausage, or in other words, spicy sausage. You can do with any type of spicy type of sausage you prefer. It's just also personal preference. 1 onion, finely diced, or at least as finely diced as I've managed here. I hope you can see that without me pouring it all over the table. Garlic. Now, normally I use a clove of garlic, but we don't have any garlic in because we've been, under a bit of a lockdown. So I've got garlic granules to give us the flavour of the garlic. Tabasco sauce, again, this is personal preference. It depends on how hot you like your spicy sausage pasta. Chopped tomatoes, a tin of chopped tomatoes. And of course, pasta. We can't forget the pasta in the spicy sausage pasta now, can we? So, I've started by dicing my onion and dicing my sausage, and so I'm going to put a bit of oil in a pan, and then when it's nice and hot I'm going to put my onion in and my sausage in, and then we'll go from there. So in order to check that my pan is hot enough, I tend to just be a teensy weensy bit braver than others and actually just feel the heat or hear the sizzle, and I think that's hot enough just to put my onion in to, I think the word is saute, but I might be entirely wrong. There we go, and that's the lovely sound you're looking for. That lovely noise. I'm just going to reach in, grab a bit there. Now, I'm hoping that for you sighted people, you haven't seen any skin. I did try hard when I cut these up to make sure that there aren't any skin. There's nothing worse than onion skin in your food, is there really? Let's be honest. And then I'm just going to swizzle it round a bit. And then I'll be adding my sausage. Now I am going to kind of get that out the way, my spoon I mean, and then add my sausage. And so I want all of the flavours to kind of mix and blend together. And there we go. Then I'll be adding my garlic. Okay, now I don't quite know how that's going to go down, if I'm honest, or whether I should just add the garlic in with the tomatoes, because normally I would have a clove of garlic and have, squashed it, then added it to my meal, but because I don't have that, I've only got gravy granules, garlic granules, that maybe I'll add it to the sauce and then put it in. But we'll see how it goes. So whilst that is nicely warming up, I am going to show you one of my top tips, okay guys? I'm going to get my fusilli pasta and I'm going to measure it in my top blindy fashion. Okay, so I get my fusilli pasta and I just put it into the bowl I'm intending to eat out of. So in case you didn't hear that, I get my fusilli pasta and I put it into the bowl I am intending on eating out of. Then I just measure where I want my pasta to kind of finish up as, because the height of the pasta will change because the pasta expands as it gets cooked, okay? So, you've got to be aware of that, plus the fact that you're going to be making I am making currently enough for 3 people. So if you like to have seconds, this is your moment, okay? So these sausages, oh, sugar lumps. These sausages are lovely and soft now. so they're kind of a nice soft consistency. And when they're at this nice soft, I would have said it's like a scrunchie. I know that sounds awful because you put scrunchies in your hair, but like a scrunchy, bouncy kind of consistency. I am now going to add my garlic granules one-handed. This is going to end terribly, guys. I'm telling you, this is going to end really awfully, and we're going to have garlic granules absolutely everywhere. But I'm hoping that is only about 1 teaspoon, and if not, it's going to be very garlicky. And this is where I struggle to find the lid, okay? The joys of being blind when I cook, but the joys of being blind and unable to find things is even more amusing. Right, okay, now I'm going to swizzle that round, and whilst this has been cooking, I have also put on my water for my pasta, okay? I'm going to let that boil up, the water, and then when the water has boiled, that's when you add your pasta, okay? Read the package for, details on how long your particular pasta is going to take, because all pasta is different and it has a different flavour. So again, it's one of those personal preference things, okay? I am now going to add the tomatoes, okay? And then if you want some extra liquidiness to it, you can always add a bit of extra water to the tomato tin, and then add that water on top. Okay, so now I'm adding this. And this sauce, guys, once it's heated up and it's nice and toasty and warm, is more or less actually done. The only bit you need to do now is your pasta. Right, okay guys, here it is boiling, as you can probably hear. That's the kind of noise you're looking for, although one of those metal boiling indicators are really great for this problem. Right, you don't want to splash it onto yourself, so do it very slowly when you pour it in. And there we go. My dad is going to give it a quick check, just to ensure that the water's above the line.
Yeah, you might want to give it a bit of a stir.
Yes.
With a spoon.
I'm just going to use this one, because we're all eating the same thing.
Yeah, that's
Right,
it.
okay. And then it's
then
down underneath the water.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Okay, thank you, Dad. You know, guys, when I said that I put the water, I put the water in on top of the lid. Yeah, one of those blindy moments. Just make sure before you put water into your pan to ensure that your lid isn't on top of your pan. Here we are. This is the hard part, or at least the part I find the most difficult. Getting all of the water out through your colander, and then ensuring that none of your pasta ends up in the sink. There we go.
Stop recording video button.
So now I'm going to put all of that yummy sauce on top of my pasta. And then I'm just going to use a spoon to make sure that it's all in there. And then I'm going to whisk it up and then serve it, okay? There we go. And that is your spicy sausage pasta done.
Stop recording video.